But for people who don't know you, can you give us a little bit more about your backstory?
Yeah, so the organization started because I was a married man at 25. I got married at 25, so 25 through 31 I was married. So I was young, trying to figure out being a husband, a father, and let's just say I had a lot of learning curve to do. So went through a divorce. And one time when I got through the divorce, my ex-wife moved back to Mississippi where she's from. So I went from being a hands-on father, coaching my son in basketball, baseball, being a soccer dad, to now having to drive 5 hours to and from Mississippi. And that just gave me a lot of time to really reflect on the hurt, the pain, and what I could have done differently in marriage. But along the way, I ended up getting into it with her uncle. He actually pulled a gun out on me. So literally on a trip down to go get the kids, he pulled a gun telling me she don't want me to get them, blah, blah, blah. So I had to drive all the way back to Atlanta 5 hours without my kids and my head held low, crying. And I went on Facebook Live and I said, this just happened. And no matter what, I'm a father first. So the name was born from that incident, and that was 2013. So back to the nonprofit world, I didn't know about doing it as a nonprofit. It was just a statement. It was a T-shirt for me because my background is marketing and branding. So I know put a slogan, put something positive on the shirt. That's all I know. So I put it on a shirt. I used to wear it for a couple of years, like the different occasions, and then we started mentoring. My friend, the co-founder, started teaching at a school. He was teaching elementary. So he was teaching at this school and he was seeing these kids with the bad shoes hanging off their feet. And those were the ones who didn't have haircuts. You could tell they didn't have that love at home. And those were the ones acting out. So my partner, shout out Jermaine Clark, he was like, hey man, we need to do some haircuts and some shoes. So from that simple love action or love offering, is what started I'm a Father First. The shirts being worn, the educational background of my partner, and then the haircuts and the shoes. We ended up giving away about 30 pairs of shoes. And then, we start getting requested to come to schools to do haircuts and possibly give away shoes if we raise the money. We didn't know about fundraising, any of that. It was just, hey, bro, I need $40. Can you help me buy kids some shoes? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So the organization started from that, but it grew tremendously. Just over the first 2 years, we ended up raising over $1 million. And that came from being in the school system. The superintendent connected us with some funding and it just skyrocketed when the pandemic hit and we ended up switching missions, which was we started Meals of Love and we fed over 250,000 meals in the city of Atlanta to APS students. So that's what kind of took us just from the cool guys who wore the shirts and giving away haircuts to, oh, these brothers can really lead something. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Wow, that is awesome.